Well, good morning from the nut farm again. Continuing on with the brakes. We're going to see if we can get the master cylinder out. And that's it sitting back here. So like 3 bolts till we get the brake lines loose. And it appears to be leaking out the plunger seal. A lot of oil on the bottom down there. Oh, that's our next project. See if we can get that out. Yeah. Looking pretty gray out. Supposed to get some rain today. And the old truck's been sitting outside here for 2 weeks. Haven't run it. I'm gonna give it a try. Let it run out a tank of gas here for a couple of minutes and see if she'll fire up. Key on. Couple pumps. Oh, fired right off. Yeah, that's good. What do you think, Buck? Sounds good. Now we'll let that run through a tank of gas. A little moisture out the exhaust. Looks like the temperature's climbing up slow. I increased the idle some to keep the oil pressure up while it's sitting here. And she's warming up, making voltage. Oh, I forgot to mention something else I found here. Looky here. Ah, yeah. Temperature's still creeping up. Get under here so you can get a peek up at that. Master cylinder from underneath here. Where are we at here? There it is. A lot of glare. Don't know you're going to be able to see anything. Yeah, this here is the hold-on bolts. It's 1, 2, 3. Find the brake line connection. Right here on the bottom. Let's see if I can get that out. see all that oil on everything down here. Brake fluid. Well, I was able to get the master cylinder out of there. Took quite a bit of back and forth with the brake line here, but it finally broke loose off of the line and out of the cylinder. There's the brake pedal plunger. And this bolt over here, it was a real headache to get out. I actually had to come in through the front side this way to get something to fit in there. It's pretty tight. Nothing on this side to be able to turn it out. And there's the brake cylinder. A lot of crust on the outside. That's the brake switch actuator, brake light actuator, rubber. That's the brake line fitting down there. And the fill plug here. Well, we'll get that taken apart and see what it looks like. Okay, you can see everything here. We got that rubber off the front here. There's like a spring-loaded clip that holds it on the collar there. That rubber looks pretty good. It's not dry rotted or cracked anywhere. You can see where it's been leaking around the bottom there. And looks like in here we got a spring clip holding the piston in. We got about a half a reservoir of oil left in there. Get something and drain that out so I don't got a total mess here. Dirty oil can. Okay. Get my fits all. brake switch loose. Yep. Yeah, that's loose. Yeah. That don't want to come loose. I'm going to stick that in a vise a minute, see if I can get anything. Broke loose there. And I got that plug broke loose. That just opens into the pressure chamber there. Now, what do you think? Is that? I can't tell if the piston's stuck down or not. I don't know if that backs the whole way out to this washer. Let me get that clip off there and see what's behind it. Fingers on that so I don't launch it out in the yard somewhere. Spring clip. Yep. Oh, there it comes out. Yep. As you can see, need my light. Yep. That piston's stuck clear at the bottom of the bore there. That's why I was getting no pedal. The piston's not returning. The bore's looking pretty crusty inside there. Yeah, it feels pretty pitted. Let me see if I can get that piston to come out. That's rubber in there. Oh. Something moved. I get something I can stick down in there that's flat. Feel the spring bouncing around. Piston don't appear to be moving. I don't know how much good I'm gonna be able to do with that spring on the back. pressed and then pop it. Oh. There, it moved. Went back down. I think I might be able to save this. The rubber should ride up in this part of the bore. All the pitting is back here on the end. I can get that piston out and see what it looks like. Need something longer now. Too big. It's right here on the end. Wiggling. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Come on. Now it's got a rubber seal out on this end too. So I'll be able to clean the bore or not. Like a lot of crusty stuff in there. rust particles and stuff coming out. See if I can get that other piston out. There it is. It's still nice and pliable. That rubber is still nice and pliable. Don't see no big scratches or grooves in it. I don't know if that's wore off that much, because this should actually be the pressure point here. We'll go that way. Yeah. That rubber there is definitely crusty. That's the one that goes in the top end of the cylinder here where all the pitting is. That groove there where the rubber clamps on, full of crud. I keep getting more and more oil out of it. There's a separate pocket up here in the reservoir. Yeah, looks like I'm getting the whole way into the bottom there. A little rusty looking muck. Old oil. It's pretty much, get an angle here where you can see. It's pretty much pitted the whole way down the bore there. Another one, don't think it's going to get saved. Get that I'll have to test that there brake switch, see if it's any good. Breather on the cap there for the reservoir. It's probably plugged since all the oil didn't run out, or the brake fluid. Yep. May as well try and get that plate off the top, see what's in there. Probably some more nastiness. Every time I turn it a different way, I get more oil. It looks like a 7/16. Or maybe a 3/8. Yep, 7/16. It's coming out pretty good. Get my cheater again. All have little copper washers on them. Shred the gasket. Yeah, it's not looking too bad in there. Fairly rust-free in the reservoir. Some little crusties, not a whole lot. Most of it all was down in the cylinder, the bore there. Well, looks like another part to order. And that's the whole way down the bottom of the bore. I can feel the pitting. Oh, we'll be ordering another part here to get the master cylinder. me go ahead and throw that in the parts cleaner just to get a better view of the inside. Throw that in. Throw that in, the plugs, bolts, and the rubbers probably won't take the heat. I still got to test that brake light switch. Let me get this in the parts washer and we'll test that switch. Well, we got that master cylinder in the parts washer. Old reliable parts washer. Reliable meaning that you got to take it apart and wiggle the wires around every time you want to use it to get it to operate. Now I'm off to find the multimeter to test this switch. Okay. Got the master cylinder pretty well cleaned up. The plunger's riding up and down on the cylinder okay, but I don't think the bore is savable with the honing, so I'm just going to order a new master cylinder. Did want to test this brake light switch, see if I can determine whether it's working. I don't know if there's like a diaphragm down in there. This is where the two wires connect to make up the switch. See if we can figure out anything on it here. Some test leads. I'll just go for continuity first. Okay. I'm assuming that would be normally, the switch would be normally open. And like I said, I don't know if that's like a diaphragm down in there. Don't appear to be getting any there's continuity there. I'm getting nothing. little pressure in there. How much pressure is created in the master cylinder. I'm not getting anything. Yeah. Not looking good. I would say the switch is shot too. Yep. So much for that. Here's some I don't know if that's a part number. Ray Manufacturing Division. Can you read that? Made in USA. I don't think it's a number, it's just a like a company stamp. And I don't see any other markings on it. Well, let's see if I can find that. Or just put a micro switch on the brake pedal to get my brake lights. Well, I think that's going to be about it for today. You all have a good night, and we'll see you on the next video.